A Seat at the Table is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome to Cooking with Coach. Boy, I got a treat for you today. Man, I'm doing a grilled burger, but I got a special, habanero sweet bourbon glaze going on. It's amazing. And of course, I'm gonna do today, I got my famous loaded Cajun baked potatoes. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started here. See, when you're dealing with Coach, all shrimp all day. All shrimp, look at that, every time, shrimp. I tell you, you gotta have that moment where you take a break and you gotta regroup and you gotta reset. I like to call it the pivot. You gotta call it the pivot. Romaine lettuce. I already melted it, man. Watch this. We're gonna let it drip on there. I gotta add a little bit more right there. Oh yeah, and she's sweet on the top, but she hits you in the back of your neck. She got pow. Now we're gonna take that and we're gonna add a little chives. And then, everybody like a little dollop of a little sour cream. Ooh, the shrimp's something special. It'll make it run every once in a while. But you know what? Y'all wanna see that? Look at it. That's it. Wait. Got a special treat today. Everybody, we have a live audience today. This is amazing. A live audience with Cooking with Coach. But the special part about it is I get to bring up a special guest to taste my food. This is what I love. Coach loves to see people smile. April, you wanna come on up and taste this food? All right. Can't wait to see what you say.
Okay, I'm gonna hit these shrimp first.
Okay.
Take me down to the Gulf immediately.
Oh man.
Okay. Tell me something about this sauce.
Cheesy. They say cheese and seafood shouldn't go together. Not with the Coach.
I taste cream too.
Oh, you're gonna taste plenty of cream, but I don't use the dairy products. I use non-dairy.
Okay, tell me about that.
Yeah, celiac. My wife has celiac, so I focus everything on gluten-free living. Everything.
It's good and gluten-free.
Oh, good and gluten-free.
All right, let me get up in this.
Man, look at there.
Let me get up in this. What kind of burger is this?
Oh man, it's turkey.
Turkey?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna drag this on. You drag this down.
Talk to me. Now, most of the time, turkey is dry. What about that one?
She juicy. The salt step in like a lady, but she leave out like a baby. It's got an afterburner.
Yeah.
Good and sweet.
Sweet and spicy, huh?
You can taste that burger.
Oh yeah, that's what you need. That's what you need. Kentucky.
Besides that drink, I'm trying to get tipsy on this. It's really good.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Good deal.
I like the balance. I love the turkey. I love the cheesy sauce, the creamy of the sauce. I would have never known that it didn't have dairy in it.
Really?
So, because I'm not gluten-free, so I eat all the dairy. But it's good to know that you can make something this delicious and still accommodate people's diets as well as pleasing their palates.
There it is.
Super satisfying.
All right, thank you. One thing about Coach, I like to cook, but hey, I like to make a good cocktail. Coach, what you gonna do today? Sweet tea. Spiked green sweet tea, because I like to keep it healthy. Whew, it's already shaking, not stirred. Y'all see it? Ooh, look at it, almost clear, but it's not. I'm gonna take a little bit of mint leaf, just to spice it up just a little bit and squeeze a little bit of lime in there. Come on. Oh, you see it. That's nice. I just want to leave one thing with you. Coach wants you to know, don't ever let it get you. Always end up on top.
Hi guys, I am Demi Howe and welcome to A Seat at the Table, and today I am so excited. Y'all know why? Because we are filming with a live studio audience today. It has been so amazing so far, and we have it could be a touchy topic. So today we're gonna talk about religion, and we're gonna also talk about spirituality, and is there a difference, and is it a requirement in your marriage or your relationship? So stay tuned for future information about being part of our studio audience for our live taping of A Seat at the Table. today's topic, it can be a little touchy. We're going to talk about religion and spirituality. Is there a difference? And if you're in a relationship or a marriage, is it a prerequisite? God is everywhere, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I feel like he is everywhere. So for me, I'm not a religious person. Randy, on the other hand, I think
It used to be.
he used to be, and he can kind of speak to that. I did grow up in church. I went to church all the time with my parents, but I just feel like, of course, when you are a younger age, you just kind of follow that tradition. But when you become older, you have to acknowledge what works for you.
Many don't know, I grew up in a very tight religion. So I was kind of raised that you only married within your religion. But I've always been very inquisitive about everything. I still to this day question everything. And I was like, with all these people in the world, and it's all these different churches around, why can I only stick to this one building? I understand the story, but I also believe that the story was interpreted by another man.
Correct.
No one's going to be perfect. It says it. So why shouldn't I have the right to figure it out on my own? And I feel like as long as my works are good, I still got a good opportunity. And so that's why I switched over from the religion side to the spiritual side, because it's about relationship with me.
Yeah.
It's about complete relationship. It's about honoring my wife and my kids and those that I love around me at the highest level, and trying to ensure that their well-being is good and things of that nature, and trying to live in the right way.
Yeah. You know how I don't put myself in anything that puts me in a box. Like I can't, it is like, it's like being chained up. And, at the end of the day, it's about my connection. It's like, it's about my own personal connection. Even with Randy, guiding us and leading us, it's about what is my connection with him? What is that like? Like, for instance, I'm gonna for an example, yesterday I had a meltdown last night, and I really needed that guidance. And he can use anybody to speak, and he used somebody to speak directly to me that didn't even know what was going on, but could see that there was something going on. And she just spoke directly to my situation. So I say that because that's just spirituality, and that's just him. I mean, like, period.
I teach my kids not to get so caught up in that word, the religion, because I went through many different levels. I mean, I was at the apostolic level for a minute.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is too much too. And that's when I realized my level.
At this time, we are going to open the floor for questions from our studio audience. Hi.
Hey.
So my question is, how would you suggest introducing religion or spirituality to your children?
Oh, wow, that's a good one. Well, I can only speak from what I did. And to be honest with you, I didn't. The thing I realized that, babies are the purest thing.
They spiritual beings anyway.
They closest to God. So I allowed my kids to grow on their own. And it was the best decision I made, because Demi and Dandelion, man, we got videos where Demi and Dandelion were preaching to us at 2 years old.
Sure do.
And we don't even know where it came from. It's like, Dad, we want to preach. And they were giving it to us raw. But they were actually in their dreams visiting God every night without us even telling them who they were. And I mean, it's so explicit that my kids came to me one day, Demi came to me one day, and she said, Dad, I met God last night. And she said, but it was more than one. She said, one looked like you. She says that one looked like Uncle Brett, which is a Caucasian male. And she said, but there's one that was the same color as Mommy, and that was the real one. Now, I never told my daughter where Jesus came from, that he was the complexion that he was. They said he had thick hair. Oh, that's in the book. So I would not lead them. I would allow them to be led by the Spirit.
You spoke earlier about the difference between religion versus spirituality. And I grew up in the same church background as Randy. And religion comes with these rigid rules, and you can break it and fall out of it.
Yep.
A spiritual being, a spiritual person, they come with relationships. And they carry this air about them that is a connection. You don't feel like you can do nothing wrong. Religious people, when you come in, they ask you, where you been? We ain't seen you in a month of Sunday.
Yes,
But
Lord.
spiritual beings say, babe, it's good to see.
There you go.
You
You
want to
said
sit
it.
beside me? It's because it's a connection. And when God left and those of us who are baptized, were baptized, he said, I leave you with the Spirit. The Spirit walks with you. And when we are spiritual beings, we not only walk with the Spirit, but we walk with other people. And there are connections there. There are connections to the earth. There are connections to food. There are connections in whatever you do, because you're a spiritual being and you take that wherever you go. You ain't got to be in no church to preach no sermon. Your life, it says, the Bible says, we will know you are Christians by your love. And some of us are in church and we're not serving the Lord. We serving the damn Lord, because we doing it with an attitude. But spiritual beings, it's just a ebb and flow about you that attracts things to you. You ain't got to tell nobody, beat the Bible over nobody's head. Because of how you move in this spiritual way, it attracts people to you because of your love. Love seeps out of you. Religion is just rigid.
There you go. I like that one.
That's good.
That was good. That was good. Thank you for that one.
Do we have any more questions? I know it's a sensitive subject, guys.
I actually go to church like a hospital. Like it's like you said, it's to get a word and to heal me for what I'm going for. But it took it to I'm a cancer survivor, and then last year I broke in my back, so I have rods and screws. When I say very active, I pay my tithes, and I still continue to pay my tithes because I just think that's what's due to Him. But it was that church hurt that this who I dedicated to, but then it brought back to, I say I'm going for myself, but church didn't reach out to me. Church didn't help me. Church didn't mend me, so it gave me a relationship better for God, but I went from religious to spiritual. But you don't know that because this is all you know. So it's learned behavior. So it was religion that I was going for, but I was loving to go because I thought that's what I was needing. You know what I'm saying? But until you got that tragic that happened, it didn't kill me, but it was hurt. It was hurt from people that you thought when you was at your lowest. Hello, somebody. So I'm saying, let's not get too complacent, and let's not wait until it's too late.
What do y'all think about having to go to church to receive your blessing?
You want?
I
Well,
had to close my eyes.
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was going to church, I was waiting for Sunday. But when I walked away from church, I lived like it was Sunday. Every day. That's what we supposed to do. It's not about one day of the week. So that's what I believe. And when people come to me and tell me that, I get it all the time. What you said. I ain't seen you. I said, guess what? I ain't seen you.
And guess what? We still blessed.
All day. But you sure doing good for yourself. I can't believe that's happening. You ain't been to church.
That's mind control. That is a controlling thing to have people come to a place, because if you ain't going to church, you ain't gonna be blessed. Do you know how many people? What is a blessing?
You know what? Can I jump in?
Come on, Pastor. Come on, street preacher.
We just went through a damn pandemic.
You better.
Couldn't nobody go to damn church.
You hear me?
Huh? I guess we all going to hell. Ain't got nothing to do with no building. It's got to do with the relationship. Period.
I feel like when I go to church, it just jumpstarts my week. The spirituality and the religion, to me, it can be two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go to church and hear a word, like she said, it's like, I feel like if I don't get that word or I leave before, I'm missing my blessing.
What you said is good, because you relate to things like that. And one thing I say is, we were brought into the church to get the basics.
There you go.
Like, you learned everything in kindergarten, but the church, we started out at a Methodist church. We learned the catechism. That taught you everything. The 10 Commandments. Think about that. If you can obey those rules, that's it right there.
All right, those questions were deep.
Yeah,
I love the question. I love the answers. Like I said, you guys make sure that you tune in to A Seat at the Table, and make
Where can they
sure
find us though?
They can find us on social media and YouTube.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, guys. So yes, thank you guys for tuning in to A Seat at the Table. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. We have enjoyed you all. We love you all, and we will see you on the next seat.
Y'all ready to eat?
A Seat at the Table tonight was amazing. I'm so glad I got a chance to be here and to be a part of it. Hearing other people's feedback and opinions and just their take on religion versus spirituality and how they kind of could still connect. And then to have our hosts, Randy and Demi, to share their experiences definitely gave me something to leave away with and to think about so that I could use it in my own life.
To see a married couple navigate through their religious and spiritual experience. It was wonderful to have the dialogue with the live audience as well as Demi and Randy. So I enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next taping. You all should really check them out.
I thought this was a wonderful experience. It gave people an opportunity to present their opinion and Demi and Randy's take. It was very enlightening, and I appreciated being here. Can't wait for the next one.
Oh, it was great. I mean, I just really can't wait till the next time.
Oh, this has been such a wonderful experience. So a well-deserved topic. We need more. We need more seat at the table. So I'm looking forward to the next episode, and I'm for it. Please subscribe.
Interested in being a member of our live studio audience? Email a seat with Randy and Demi at gmail.com.